Which of the following will lead to a decrease in a nation's money supply? So in this question, we're asked to identify which of the following situations will lead to a decrease in a nation's money supply. So a key thing to note here is that there are only 4 factors that lead or that change the money supply. So these 4 factors are open market operations, or OMO, the discount rate, the reserve requirement, and the interest on reserves. These are the only 4 factors that influence a nation's money supply. Therefore, anything else would not influence the money supply. So from this, we can see that A must be incorrect because changing the income tax rates is not one of the 4 tools that the central bank uses to change the money supply. Likewise, E can be eliminated because increasing government expenditures does not change the money supply. Now we have to discuss either B, C, or D. So to begin looking at this, let's draw out the money market to highlight the money supply. So for the money market, the x-axis represents quantity of money, or Q of M, and the y-axis represents the interest rate. Now the graph looks like a simple downward sloping curve to present the demand for money, whereas interest rates increase, demand for money increases, or as interest rates decrease, demand for money decreases or increases. Now then there's the vertical line that represents the money supply, and this money supply is only influenced by the following 4 factors up here. Now let's look at answer choice B. B says a decrease in the discount rate. So the discount rate is essentially the interest rate that the federal central bank charges commercial banks for loaning out money. A decrease in the discount rate means that these commercial banks will loan out more money from the central bank. So because they're loaning out more money, this will increase the money supply, shifting it to the right, not leading to a decrease in the nation's money supply. So B is incorrect. C. An open market purchase of government securities by the central bank. So if the government buys securities through the central bank, that means they're getting securities and they're giving money to the public. So because they're adding more money to the public, therefore this would increase the money supply, not decrease the money supply. So C is also incorrect. D. An increase in reserve requirements. The reserve requirements is essentially how much money a bank is required to hold based on the deposits they take in. So if they increase the reserve requirements, the banks will hold more money and loan out less. Because they're loaning out less money, this would lead to a decrease in the money supply. Therefore, the correct answer is D.